Greetings and welcome to my new calculus channel. My name is John Gabriel, and today I'm going to be talking about that imaginary number called E by mainstream academics. So is E a number really? Well, let's see. So normally mainstream academics will tell you that E is the result of a limit. In other words, taking the limit of this binomial as n goes to 0, which is actually garbage because n cannot be 0 in this binomial unless it's expanded. And once you expand it, as you see on the right-hand side here, then if you have to put 0 in all the n terms, they all disappear, leaving you with the series for E, which is this series that you see here. So, for example, if you have 1, then this binomial turns out to be this straight red line. And of course, anything less than 1, the binomial tends towards the function e to the x. And in fact, when it's 0, it is exactly e to the x. So this is a failed attempt to measure this so-called infinite series when n is 0. So the only way you could find the value of E is if you could evaluate this infinite sum down here, or rather this one, this very last one. But you could write E as f of 1, 0, since the binomial from which E is realized is 1 plus x to the n to the power of 1 over n. Okay, so it's a multivariable function. And of course, most mainstream professors and teachers are too stupid to realize these things. Now, I have produced a video like this in the past where I showed you all these things. But what I'd like you to understand is that E itself is just a symbol for a constant, just like pi, just like square root 2, or any other magnitude which has no measure, right? So in other words, E as a number or even as a magnitude does not exist. It only exists as a approximation, which is of course a number, which is of course rational because there are no other numbers besides the rational numbers. The object known as a real number is a complete myth. There is no such thing as a real number or an irrational number. Nowhere in sound Greek mathematics is anything called an irrational number. Yes, you do have an expression such as an irrational magnitude, but an irrational magnitude is not a number because a magnitude is not a number and a number is not a magnitude. So I was watching this video by Tariq Said, The History of the Natural Logarithm, and he has some interesting facts in here which, I guess are not entirely remarkable, but interesting nonetheless, where he says, how was the natural logarithm discovered? Well, this is how it's actually discovered, the way I've shown you here, through a binomial. Okay, so there's no limits here, no calculus, nothing of the sort. This is how the concept of E is realized. So for example, we first realize the function e to the x. Okay, and note that in one of my videos I showed you that all the derivatives of this always fall between pi over 2 and minus pi over 2 if you're talking about derivative in terms of angle slope and not rise over run. And I have explained some of these things in earlier videos. So I'm going to stop now. If you haven't already subscribed, become a subscriber to my channel. I could definitely use more subscribers so that I can earn some money out of my efforts and spread the news to your friends. And of course, if you'd like to contribute on Odyssey, you can contribute credits or dollars because I'm also on Odyssey, and every video that I produce on YouTube is backed up to Odyssey. So once again, my name is John Gabriel, and this is the New Calculus channel. Till next time, goodbye.